everybody. Welcome to Alex. Piri Piri Sauce for pepper. Today is a South African dish with Portuguese influence from the Portuguese. Technically, this is from Mozambique, where like why can I not think of it? Missionaries were there in like the 15th century, learned peppers, and made a spicy chicken using them. The most well-known being Nando's chicken, which we have in 4 locations or 4 areas here in the U.S., but is extremely powerful. Something I've never had that I've wanted. You cut the pepper so nicely. Thank you. You'll get there. So, the first thing I have to do is make the Piri Piri sauce. Oh, what the heck happened to the camera? Oh, there we go. That was strange. One of the ingredients to Piri Piri sauce is roasted red onions and bell pepper. So I need to get this going so we can go ahead and get that roasting. Looks like some of this pepper isn't very good. Does this look any better? This is from a brand new phone. It's a nicer camera, faster processor, the whole kit and caboodle. Here in the next couple days, I should be able to integrate 2 cameras into the current system we have here in the kitchen, so it'll be no longer us requiring to be moved every time I go over to the oven. Instead, there'll be a button push, which is what I originally had wanted to begin with. That'd be really nice. Yes. I'm essentially just waiting on a new tripod I bought a couple of options, one of which is a suction cup that I will suction to the wall right by the oven. Okay. Red onion. We just want to get some color on that. As you can see, I went ahead and just olive oil and mixed it together. All right, we'll see where that is in about 15 minutes. So, while that's happening, should I cut the chicken? No, let's go ahead and get my sauce components ready. 1 garlic, 2 garlics, 3 garlics. Seems looking a little rough. There we go. Like to remove the stem. I know a lot of people don't bother with it, especially if you're grinding it up. But it takes 2 seconds to cut off. You still working, or are you done with work for today? Okay. What we got here is the blender. So, still working. The original recipe that I'm kind of basing this off of used Scotch bonnets. I can't find Scotch bonnets. I might be playing Birthday Versus with Monty in a minute or two, though. He's streaming and needs someone. Oh, figures. I'll have you on the background if you do. I appreciate that. Well, anyway, I'm trying to find Scotch bonnets, which are well known in Jamaican food. They're very close to the habanero, which is what I have, because I can find those. Although I hear that the Scotch bonnets have a little bit more fruity flavor and aren't quite as heat forward as this is. I mean, they're both very hot, but 2 different types of heat, from what I'm told. This, the bird's eye chili. Ooh. Drop the stem. 2. Let's go with the green one. 3. All right. Fresh rosemary. I know what. Such a good aromatic. Howdy, Mr. Streamer. How's it going? It's going well, Grant. How about you? You at work? Start with that. We can always add more. 1 Scotch bonnet. 2 to 3 bird's eye. Red wine vinegar. We're gonna start with a teaspoon. See how we feel. I meant tablespoon. I don't know why I said teaspoon. Nope, took this week off. I'm chilling. Oh. We're making spicy chicken. Okay. Cayenne. This is ground coriander. Chili powder. Paprika. Piri Piri is Portuguese for pepper pepper. Doing about a half a lemon of lemon juice just to start, and then we'll go from there. This is a South African dish that is also popular in the UK. You may have heard of Nando's. This is essentially making Nando's chicken. It's a very hot sauce using bird's eye chilies and occasionally Scotch bonnets, depending on your recipe. You basically make a pepper sauce, and then you generally grill your chicken. I'm not grilling. I'm going to cook it in a pan just because it's raining outside. I don't have a specific recipe I'm following. I'm just kind of eyeballing it based on a recipe I saw. I have all the components and the general idea. So I'm currently waiting on the peppers. So I think at this point we can start cutting up the chicken until the peppers are done. South African dish that's popular in UK with a Portuguese name. Sounds dank. Yeah, it has to do with the fact that Portugal had a colony in Africa in like the 15th century where they found these bird's eye chilies. It started in Mozambique and then moved to South Africa, and then South Africa and the UK had quite a bit of overlap when it comes to people coming and going. So it moved from one location to the other, and now it's just extremely well known, at least outside of the United States. Oh shit, that's actually super interesting. Yeah, a lot of actual dishes have very interesting like backgrounds. Let's start cubing this chicken while we wait for the roasting to finish. Does the camera look any better, Grant? This is a brand new phone. I think we ate at Nando's when I went to DC to see Cole and Xander. That food was so good. Yeah, that's the Nando's I'm talking about. There's only like 4 areas in the United States that have a Nando's. Washington D.C. is one of them. I believe Chicago, L.A., and Texas, maybe. They actually sell bottles of the sauce at like Whole Foods, but I'd rather try and make it myself and then try the sauce. No change in image quality, but it looks good. I mean, that's good. It wasn't bad. Hopefully within the next week, we'll be using a 2-camera setup here in the kitchen. I'm just basically waiting for tripods and stuff to show up so I can test out a couple different variations to see what works best. But I have my old phone, I have this new one, so it won't be me carrying the tripod around. It'll be, I have a digital switch that should be able to switch between the two themes. Let me wash my off hands. Tripod is going to make it easier to move around. Sound quality is supreme, good. Big moves coming, feels amazing. Yeah, I'm very happy with the 2-camera setup and the ability to like leave them in a location and not have to like mess with it. I've got one that's a suction cup that I'm going to try and do to the wall. So it'll be on the right side of the stove, so I'll have to like switch what my main burner is because I like using the left one. But that's not a huge deal. And that assumes it works. I mean, I'm using a suction cup that people generally use for like filming in their cars. So it's not perfect, but it is what it is. Okay, last chicken breast, 2 minutes on the peppers. I just shook them. They are getting a nice little toast. Why did I say toast? A nice little roast. So generally, when you're eating Nando's, they do French fries, coleslaw, barbecued corn on the cob. Like I said, it's pretty much raining right now, so a lot of that was out. And I wasn't really planning on doing it anyway, so it just kind of worked out that way. Um, I am doing coleslaw. I have a pre-made bag, but I'm gonna make the dressing myself. Oh, the cardinal's back, or not the cardinal, the blue jay. I mean, upgrading sound is the biggest upgrade you can do. They have really good rice. I could have eaten 5 pounds of that. Yeah, I'm just making like plain white rice because I don't know how much sauce I'm gonna come out with. But generally, anytime I have like a spicy sauce like that, it's usually quite good with just like some plain white rice. Alrighty then. We got some nice little roast going there. Not anything too crazy. So there we go. It needs some water to be thinned out for sure. We want a sauce, not a paste. Oh man, that is fragrant already. All right, let's see what this tastes like. I'm expecting this to be very hot. quite spicy. Honestly, use a little bit more lemon juice and a little bit more salt. Well, I didn't put any salt. But a little bit more red vinegar. A little salt. Where'd my spoon go? There it is. Oh, that's good. That's pretty good. Oh, that heat gets you. Oh boy. This is gonna be a sweater. Sorry, I didn't. Okie dokie. Let's do a quick cleanup. Go ahead and get my pan preheating. What can go? This can go. That can stay. This can go. These can go. Olive oil. Go back in the fridge. All right, we need to make coleslaw. Mix real quick. Okie dokie. So, 3/4 cup and a cup. Fourth cup apple cider vinegar. Fourth cup mayo. Eyeball it. There we go. Two tablespoons Dijon mustard. Right. Black pepper. 3 tablespoons sugar. 1, 2, 3. Let's give that a whisk. What's the trick for a good coleslaw? If you are doing it yourself, then you have to squeeze all of the water out of the cabbage, carrots, and onions, whatever you're using. If you don't get all the water out, then you will have a soggy mess of a coleslaw. But at the same time, you have to do it in a way that doesn't bruise and damage all of your stuff. There. 1 coleslaw. Now we just have to cook the chicken. That won't take very long. I'm going to put this back in the fridge to try and let it cool a little bit. Alright. Let's see how our pan is doing. It's been a couple minutes. Our pan is now non-stick. Oops, that was an accident. I'm using this time to clean up the space that we were using and letting the chicken cook. I have a habit of messing with it too much, not leaving it in the spot to kind of do its thing. So I'm trying to be better about that. The sauce smells so good and yet very spicy at the same time. I feel like I need some pepper. Just a little bit of salt. Grant, I watched all 3 of the Planet of the Apes movies, the new ones. You can honestly skip the first one. They give you a recap at the start of the second one. Yeah, I enjoyed them. I got tickets to see the new one tomorrow. So I started watching it on Sunday, and then I was able to knock out the other ones. Two and three are worth watching. They're pretty good. The second one's the best. The third one's not bad. They're done by Matt Reeves, the guy who did the Batman movie. And so they're set up a lot like that, in that there's a lot of exposition and stuff, and then big action, like at the end for the climax. I cannot wait to eat this. It smells really good. I got tickets to the new one, and I'd been told that the other ones are good, are actually really good. And I just had never really had much interest because I watched all the original Planet of the Apes movies, like Charleston Heston, even the Tim Burton one in like 2001, I think. But these didn't really look that good to me. I had a bunch of people tell me, no, they're actually really good. So when the new one came out and I got tickets to it, I was like, well, maybe this is finally the time I need to do it. And I enjoyed them. They are good movies. Hulu. Hulu has all three of them. We talked about this the other day when you were asking me what to watch on Hulu, and you're like, oh, it's got all the Planet of the Apes movies. This chicken had a lot of moisture. I'm hoping to cook out some of this liquid. I just don't want to lose, like, the nice spice we've got and, like, the actual chunks. Just want to get some of this liquid cooked out. It's either that or I'll thicken it and turn it into a freaking spicy gravy. Yeah, what we do in the shadows is goated. If you like it from episode 1 and 2, you're gonna love what it becomes. I love Matt Berry. He's Laszlo in it. He's like one of my favorite comedians. He was in Fallout too. He's been in a lot of stuff, but it's he's only recently like watching U.S. sided stuff. I'm gonna strain some of this because it's making me mad. There. I saved some of the spice and pepper. Yeah, that looks better. Yeah, the Energy Vampires was super smart. Like, I'm surprised somebody hadn't done it before. Because it seems like such a, like, after you see it, you're like, why did no one think of that? Alright, let me go holler at the wife. Thank you for the follow, Pigodi. I appreciate that. Hey. Hungry? I definitely like the sauce like coating and sticking to this chicken. It's gonna make it so good. I was worried that all that moisture earlier was gonna soup it up. Okay. Here's what we got so far. We get coleslaw out. Just do the stomp. I'm not stomping. We got a nice coleslaw. We just chop some garnish here. Janik rated the channel. Thank you for following, Janik. Did that scare you? I don't think I've ever actually had anyone raid, so I appreciate that. Hey there. Oh, that looks delicious. Thank you. I'm currently waiting for my wife to get up here so that we can serve it and actually find out if this is any good or not. This is some chopped chicken breast with a Piri Piri sauce that I made myself. Using bird's eye chilies and habanero because I couldn't find a Scotch bonnet. Some white rice and then some homemade coleslaw, which I'm also looking forward to. This is kind of my version of like a Nando's, if anyone is familiar with that. We don't really have it much here in the U.S., but it's quite tasty. Welcome.
It took me a while to get through some cutscenes.
I got rated. Thank you guys for coming, by the way. I appreciate it. Alright, how do I want to do this?
How do you want it? Are you wanting like a scoop of rice, a scoop of that, and a chicken, or do you want that with a scoop of coleslaw?
I was thinking like rice with the chicken on top and then coleslaw on the side.
Yeah, that's what I just.
Yeah. I agree. I did some garnish here because I felt like we were a little one note. Otherwise.
So like, are you okay if I just do like a scoop of coleslaw on the side?
I love finding new cooks. Oh, thank you. I'm still pretty new. I've been doing this a little over a month. It's been going well. Do you cook?
No, you won't.
No, I'm talking to Janik.
Make a joke.
Oh, I'm sorry. Because you're hard to tell.
I know. That's fair. Do you have a spoon for that?
This?
No, for that, or is you just?
I was using
tongs.
Tongs. Let's open this up a little bit. There we go. Yeah, I'd say I'm the best cook ever. Thanks, Grant. I do. What do you like to cook? What's your specialty, or do you have a favorite meal or a go-to? I'm all about trying something new. So a lot of the times I'm trying to make stuff I've never actually had.
Like that?
Can I get like a couple more pieces?
Where?
Just right there. Yeah, that's good.
You can put the garnish on that.
Oh, we're gonna do it with the chicken.
Yeah. He just didn't see what I. Nope, it's not what I meant to do.
About the same. I love experimenting and finding new dishes. I got a recommendation for you. I did this a while ago. I haven't done it on stream yet, but I have done it for my Instagram. Is a bacon. What can I? Cantaloupe pasta.
Like, I don't know what you're going for.
You find a ripe cantaloupe and cut it up into pieces, and then you cook it in a pan and you turn it into a delicious sauce. It basically just, as you add heat, will start to break down, and then you add some cream and some shallots. It is wonderfully delicious.
Oh, it's from that. I'm like, there's a shadow coming.
Yeah.
Or is it from me?
We do a quick trip.
It's from me. Where's the shadow coming from?
Oh, that sounds interesting. I don't know where the shadow's coming from. I think you might be losing.
Well, I've been losing it for a while. Don't move it. I'm just trying to get a picture.
I understand. I just want to keep it in the shot.
It's me. I'm the shadow.
Now that we've identified the problem, we can work on the solution.
Sorry, still this.
That's okay.
Trying to get used to this phone. Does that look okay?
Yeah, it looks alright. I'm gonna go ahead and just try it straight from the
don't like it.
The pan.
The color is just different on my phone.
Mm-hmm. Let her cook. I'm trying to.
We got new phones, so I just don't. What the heck?
This is extremely funny and quite good.
Okay. Oh, I thought you were trying to feed it to me. Like, I'm in the middle of something.
No.
How about that one?
Yeah, that looks good.
Okay. Right answer.
Your pictures always look better than anything I try to do, so. All right, let's get the full picture here. Okay. Getting a good amount of spice from the habaneros and the bird's eye chilies. You get a little bit of the lemon in there for some acid, a little bit of the red wine vinegar. Can't really taste the roasted red peppers or onions, but there is a little bit of sweetness in there that kind of helps keep the heat from just being overpowering. Like it's not one note. It's very good. What phones did you get? I got the S24 Ultra, and she got the S24 Plus. I went with the one with the best camera. Yeah, this is good.
Oh.
And I dropped it all over the floor. 100%. Winner.
You got some of it back in the chicken bowl.
Yeah, it is really tasty.
It's all over the counter, though. You're dropping it everywhere.
And I'm just trying to get it to autofocus.
Well,
the chicken's pretty moist. It's not dry, which I was a little worried about. A lot of moisture came out. All right, let's check this coleslaw. Coleslaw is a little Dijon forward. That's probably my fault because I didn't accurately measure it out. But it's not bad. It helped cut the heat for sure.
Oh, good. So I'll just be on fire.
Yeah,
I'm screwed.
Yeah, you're in trouble since you don't eat anything with mayonnaise.
I'll get my milk out.
It had a flat. The last one I had a flat screen, I believe.
His just has squared edges now versus the rounded.
Yeah, I'm square.
He also has a stylus with his whatever the.
I do have a stylus in mine. There's a coloring book app. I don't know why, but it comes with it.
Normally, no fucking drink. It's not chocolate. Chocolate. You're just going to be disgusted, and that's okay.
Chocolate spicy food. I mean, it works with like Mexican for like a mole, but just by itself seems so off-putting.
You also don't like putting fries in like a milkshake, which is crazy to me because it's delicious.
I'm not against it. I just prefer them separate.
It's always a very polarizing thing with people of whether or not they'll put their fries like in their milkshake.
I like chips in my sandwich, and
well, yes, but that's a crunch.
My dad is adamantly against that.
I've done that my whole life.
My mom used to put French fries in her hamburger, like when she got McDonald's.
What's wrong with that?
My dad would be like, "Don't do that." He thought it was weird. Never understood.
I feel like your dad's like a food purist. It's pretty good. I was worried it would be way too spicy.
It's a grower.
But I assume it'll become more spicy.
Would you consider making more of the sauce to pour the rice as good as is right now? So when you're actually supposed to be making this for like real, you you're generally doing chicken thighs or like a full chicken breast, and you're grilling it. So you would grill it with the sauce on there, and then you would go out a couple of times and
Marinate it?
no, it's already in the sauce. You would go out and like put a couple layers down as it cooks.
Marinate it?
That's not marinating. Marinating would be it sitting in the sauce for like
What's it called?
3 to 6 hours.
Slather it with it.
My brain is off right now.
Painting it?
No, that's not basting it as differently. It's
Painting it.
you're close. I do have a little my pores are starting to open up. But not like it's not as bad as the time we did the hot sauce at the Mall of America. It looks dank. Thank you. I think I'll have to go and actually buy the Nando's sauce because I have it at Whole Foods and compare it to what I have here. This isn't bad. It's very tropically is the best way to describe it. Yeah. And I wonder if it would be better with Scotch bonnets instead of habaneros, because those add a little bit more of a fruity note.
I turned that off. Why did it send me a notification?
Okay. Tell them what you think. You can finish chewing. I just was saying. You're my taste tester.
I already said it was good.
Okay.
It's spicy, for sure.
I mean, it would be nicer with a little bit of sauce because just plain white rice
Yeah.
by itself, meh.
You want ice, bud?
But I mean, overall, I'd give it a 7.5. I spilled again. God dang. I'd give it a 7.5. Room for improvement. I like the sauce. I'd like to mess with it and try the real thing.
Probably need to go pull that bird feeder.
All right, well, I think we're going to call the stream here. We had a successful meal. We got rated for the first time, so that's a big W. Appreciate that. Appreciate the follows we got today, too. The plan is to be back to do an early and fairly quick stream tomorrow. We're doing croque madame, which is essentially just like a toasted ham sandwich with a mornay sauce and a fried egg. I've got a nice loaf of brioche bread that's cut up. So, and then got a couple other things planned for later this week, but we'll play those by ear. But like always, feel free to check out the Instagram down below if you want to see any of the old things we've made or the old VODs. We do this multiple times a week, so feel free to come back, hang out and follow if you enjoyed it. All right. Thanks, guys. See you tomorrow. Who did you do a dog park?
So I'm not going to tell you what to do. Hold on.